Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for being here to our show, The Dropship. And we are starting a new chapter this evening, Chapter 3, Episode 1 of our campaign, Remnants of the Fallen Empire. And we've got new characters that we're going to be displaying for the first time this evening. So I think, do we have our little blurbs we're going to read for each character? And then have Jake...
You want to do the characters and then the setting?
Does that sound good?
That's fine with me. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to go first? Or do you want to
Go for it.
All right, I'll go. Greetings, ladies and gents. It is I, Brumby Boldman, and Mr. Big Game is my second name. Well, perhaps not yet, but it will be when I'm wrangling and slaying the biggest and baddest that the galaxy has to offer. Times have been tough as of late. My father Bruce was killed in an attempt to capture an adult Rancor 2 years ago, and now I'm responsible for my mother Tiffany and my younger sister Eliza. Thankfully, my best friend since childhood Reggie lends us his time, talents, and credits to help keep our bellies full. Now, Reggie and I are here on this floating pile of Durasteel called Centerpoint Station, looking for contracts as the local fauna on our home planet Corfi has been depleted, and what is left is already contracted out. We don't have much now, but someday our fame from Big Game will bring us credits and adventure for a lifetime.
Nice.
Brumby, yes.
Brumby. How about I put a Y there? That'll help. Obligations for Brumby was taking care of family.
Family and so family 10 and favor 5.
Favor 5, and that's tied to Reggie.
For all the help Reggie has been giving me to support my family.
All right, I just want to make sure I got that straight, so I can exploit you later. I mean,
Me. Okay. Why, hello. My name is Marduk Mushasha. I am a Deveronian from the planet Deveron. My kind have explored the galaxy long ago with their advanced technology, even before the Empire. I look to continue that legacy. I am unlike other males of my kind, for I have facial hair. It's unlike most of my brethren. I also don't have the need for, how do I put this delicately, aggressive behavior. Because of this, I was sought by many suitors, females of my kind. But my interests lie elsewhere, and my obsession with the new technologies I find elsewhere drive me to explore the vast galaxy to learn more. Because of this, I've been working my way around the darker parts of the universe, trying to find the hidden caches of technology. It's led me to meet up with some unscrupulous people. Scrupulous people. Yeah, good word. And I am now I've made a name for myself with them as someone who will build things for them without questions asked, simply for the pursuit of scientific endeavors. I now have made enough money through these ventures to open up my own shop. But the pursuit of technology is always tugging at me to explore the universe.
You had a secondary obligation.
Oh yes, my second obligation is criminal.
Because I'm a criminal?
Because it's not my fault if they just leave it there unattended. I mean, it's just sitting there.
Gear adrift.
Gear adrift.
And you know, that's That's going to be just fine. That is going to be just fine.
I'm so obsessed with technology, it's a distraction. Ooh,
Shiny.
shiny.
I know you don't have a lot. Do you have... You got something?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, my name's Narita. Been born and raised here on the core world. Not a big deal, but I'll come and see what I got going for you. We got some good, really cool races that are going on behind the scenes here. Maybe for a little wager? See if you can, who's got the best ship flying around here. I can give you a little bit of excitement if you come around.
Really?
She's a racer.
What kind of ships were you talking? Outer space ships or
Just land ships. That's
Land
all.
ships.
Nothing fancy.
You're currently working inside Centerpoint Station at one of the
Tourist traps.
tourist traps, which I actually labeled on the specific map, which is nice. That you use that term, tourist trap. So, good. You are smuggler pilot. OLET. That's not how you spell pilot. But you know what? We're going to go with it. I actually spelled pilot like toilet, so it's poilet. But
Toilet?
it's a French pilot?
Toilet. Oh, I don't think he's pronounced that T, so I just think toilet.
That's terrible. Our apologies to all of our French viewers.
Yeah.
Incredibly insensitive of us. I'm sorry.
My last name's French, so it's okay.
I thought it was to Mars.
That's French.
Oh.
It means of Mars.
That's
There's
French.
a French city called Mars.
Okay. All right. So, our setting. You know what? Before we get into our setting, let's roll our destiny points.
Destiny.
Which work the same way as before.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Good.
Well done, Corey.
I'm feeling the light side.
All right, Corey. Or Marduk.
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 What did
Doesn't
you
matter.
What did you
2
roll?
light side points. Thank you.
Narina?
One dark.
You know what? I'll write these down.
That's what I had to do.
Marduk and Marina.
and Brumby. Or Mr. Big Game. Mr. Big Game.
That's my character's motivation is fame. He wants to be the most famous big game hunter in the
No,
galaxy.
what'd you say your name was?
Brumby.
Oh, Bromby.
What'd you roll there, Brumby?
1 dark side point.
Oh, small pool today. Fairly even. About as even as I can get. Alright. Welcome to Centerpoint Station. Centerpoint Station is a space station located in the Corellia sector, which is near Corellia, which houses Corellia, which is near, it's in the core worlds. On the other side, so if we're looking at the core worlds, one of these days I'm going to print out a map of the galaxy because that's going to be a lot easier. So the core worlds, here's the center of the galaxy. Coruscant is here, Corellia is over here. Centerpoint Station is right here. So Centerpoint Station is an ancient space station that no one really knows who built it. It just kind of works. So people have just been kind of maintaining what they...
Oh, that brought me here.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the whole reason I'm here.
The space station is so ancient, in fact, that it doesn't have artificial gravity generators like most places. It spins. The whole space station spins. I have a easel coming tomorrow. So the space station is laid out. It's around 220 miles long, with a big bulge in the middle. It's spherical, and two flinger dingers on the side. And flinger dingers is a technical term
Dingers?
for those of you who don't know. So on one side, on the north, it is called the north.
Here, let our viewers see this good, nice, and proper. Thank you, Brumby.
Oh, and it covers up Jake.
Yeah. Let's hide.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what the heck I'm looking at.
All right. So what
Well,
you've got here is
if you put it back, I can explain it to you.
Shipyard Road, administrative office, right? And then you've got junk dealers. Hey, it might be there. Weapon dealers, somewhere in between there. Road, food shops. Ooh, this is like fast food.
Well, so I can read. I'm just trying to figure out how the people move around,
Well,
and what their orientation.
If you put the damn thing back, I'll explain it to you. Okay, so let's start at the. If we were to pause this, one point in time, this is looking down on it. Okay.
Like we're above it.
We're above it. It's constantly rotating.
Which direction?
Clockwise. No, it's not rotating like this. It's rotating like this.
So it's tumbling.
It's That's a good word for it. It's tumbling. So the first section I'll explain to you is the north section, or North Pole section, which is called the tech section or tech sec. That is where the junk shops are. That's where Marduk. I changed the page. That's where your junk shop is, and your competitor's junk shop. You're the only two junk shops on that row. All of the food that's grown on the station is sold through this area. This is where you're going to find anything that they sell on the space station. All the shops are in this wing that aren't tourist traps. Okay. This one over here is the South Pole, or Null Town. It's called Null Town because it's largely abandoned except for criminal activity.
So that's like the slum district or something?
Right. So all of your crime activities can be going on there. They're coincidentally the best bar on the station is located down here in the corner of this section. There's almost no guard presence here at all. That's why they kind of call it Null Town, because no one really cares to maintain it. The center orb looks a little weird like this, I understand. Here's what it's called. It's called Hollow Town, and it's divided into two poles. Seeing how it continuously rotates, people live up here and down here. Okay, so I'm on both sides. On one side is resorts and mansions, high-class mansions. Only a few, probably 4 for the whole station. Very, very rich. On the other side are all of the farms for all the food that is grown on the station and sold in the station. These spiky-looking things on the side here are mountains. Those mountains are there to separate one side from the other. So if you were to take a globe and flip it inside out, that's what this station looks like in the middle. So people live up here, people live down here, mountains in the middle. The ball in the middle is the center beacon, which is the light source for Hollow Town. Under both poles, where it looks like teeth down there, those are residential people who aren't fancy enough to live in the mansions. So the first floor and a half, so the first row and a half are all residential areas. The other areas on here have not been explored. They've been shut off for years. No one really knows what's down there. They just don't go down there. Same thing on this side. The first row and a half are where people live. Okay. These dotted lines here are very important. That's the Megavader System. The Megavader System is a lift system that goes from one pole to the other. Large enough for just one person. So you can't like take a bunch of stuff from one side to the other through this system. Is purely for people. In order to get from the poles into Hollow Town, along the circle there is an elevator that can take you up or down, but it's significantly slower than the Megavader system. So if, for example, if you wanted to go from one side, if you want to get from Marduk's shop all the way over to the bar, you're going to have to take an elevator down to the South Pole there, to South Hollow Town, walk across, or have a speeder go across, to get to the other elevator at the other side and go in to the South Pole. So you would have to, that's the junk dealer. You come down here, go across, and then in there from there. If you want to get from here to here, you could just use the Megavader system.
And how long does it take to, say, go from one end to the other?
So it's a total of 220 miles long. The sphere itself is 70 miles in diameter. So you need a speeder of some sort, or transportation from one side to the other. Otherwise, it's going to take you a significant amount of time. With a speeder, it still takes about an hour, not in the Megavader system. And from going from one pole to the other, which is still 70 miles, it takes 15 minutes. The G-forces are pulling that fast.
Is this bigger than the Death Star?
It is roughly the same size. Supposed to be, according to the book. If it was all a sphere, it would be about the same size. So that's Center Point Station. Center Point Station is located between two planets. And those planets are called... I always get it wrong, so I'm going to look at it. Tralis and Talis. Tralis and Talis are called the twin planets. They are they have the same government. The same government rules both planets and Center Point Station.
Is there like...
There's been peace between the worlds for many years. Nothing out of the ordinary there. I'm sorry, what was your question?
Is there, say, some kind of entity that is above Tralis and Talis that governs down, sort of in a pyramid scheme? Or does the buck stop with one more person on Talis and one person on Tralis?
It's a board made up equally of people from Tralis and Talis.
Okay.
And the person in charge here at the station is the Secretary of Defense.
Oh.
Which they just refer to as the Secretary of Defense. All of you have been in the station, so you all know that the security forces on the station, the security guards, once again, are not in Null Town at all. This site is Null Town. They're not in there. The majority of them are in Hollow Town, because of the upper class mansions there. There's very few in the tech sec area. You rarely see anything over there. So Corey, Marduk,
Yeah.
your put all the stuff over here. You did, Jake.
No.
Your shop is pretty sizable.
Okay.
So you're talking this is about 40 miles from one side to the other. So your shop encompasses quite a few miles because you have scrap ships, you have all this equipment. It takes up a sizable amount.
Yeah.
The rest of the junk dealer row here are simply called junk dealers. They have been the only game in town for quite some time. And there's quite a bit of tension between you and them.
So that's the proper name of their establishment is Junk Dealers.
That's because they didn't need another name.
It's like speeders and rations.
It's almost like speeders and rations. They do have speeders,
describes what,
but they don't have any rations. Up here in the shipyards, there's 2 full bays that ships can come in and dock or be repaired. Now here's the trick. Because this station is rotating, it is extremely difficult to dock. It takes a very skilled pilot to get it in. I tried not to make that sound like that.
Docking and getting it in.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
So there's a crossed out part there, right in the middle. That area has no admittance. No unauthorized personnel can go in there. Yeah, that section there. You will see a small dotted line running from the top to the bottom there. There is a Megavader System in TechSec to get from one side to the other quickly. Same thing with Null Town, but not a lot of people know about it because that's heavy criminal activity. No one wants to go there. So, any questions about Centerpoint Station?
What kind of population are we looking at?
You're looking roughly at 100,000 people.
Wow.
Nice.
About 100,000 people and 220 miles. Yeah, it's spaced out okay. But you also have to realize that all of the residential are up on the sides of Hollow Town there. There's no residential in TechSec. There's no residential that you know of in Null Town. It's all under the ground, under the farm or the tourist traps, except for the high-end mansions in Hollow Town.
And you said this isn't old. It's really old.
It's old. The data on it says it describes it as ancient. Could be the oldest piece of technology on record.
Is there an idea of who built it? Or is that
No, that's a big mystery because they don't know who built it. They don't know how it works. It just works.
And like would those mountains then be like artificially generated?
Absolutely. Those are artificial mountains, but they look the part.
Right.
I just can't draw mountains.
What kind of is there like an ecosystem in the inside then?
Absolutely. Inside the sphere, inside Hollow Town, yes. There is sun, moon, rain. They're 20-hour days. Then the center globe goes from sun to moon. That it just turns down the intensity really. But yeah, especially in there because of all the crops and stuff.
Super cool.
So, we know where Marduk is. Brumby, you and Reggie, you actually met Reggie here. You brought a transport from
Wait, stand by. Corfi.
Corfi, which is an ice planet.
I thought it was
Or a cold planet.
It's a cold planet.
Cold
that
planet.
has a lot of
That's what
like
cold. That's why you don't
large
know.
old growth like forest. Like
Yeah.
what do you call it? Not rainforest, obviously. They're temperate or
No, there are rainforests that
coniferous. Yes.
Coniferous,
I wanted
yeah.
to say deciduous, and I knew that wasn't right.
It's important to get your terms right here because
a bunch of pine
we need
trees.
some fact checkers on this.
So you're like Seattle.
Yes,
There you go.
but I think they also do get like cold, long winters.
Yes.
With snow, which I don't think Seattle gets a lot of, do they?
Not in the mountains.
Not so much.
They just get a bunch of rain.
The bar you're meeting him at is called Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote is the best bar on the station by far. Has the best drinks, has the best reputation for entertainment. That is the only place that normal people go to in Null Town. Wile E. Coyote is right down here. So you don't, when you come across South Hollowtown, you don't have to take the elevator up. It's right there at the bottom where it connects to Null Town here. So it's right here.
Oh dang.
Would you mind rolling a D100? Because I know you have.
Sure.
I know you have one.
I do. What kind of a jam on our team? I didn't have a D100. 56.
That's how many credits I have.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So you're at the bar. You're in your junk shop. This is your first day opening.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Your grand
Yes.
opening? This is a picture of the box
Yes.
burgers. with the
Grand
sign
opening.
That keeps going.
And it's already on fire.
It's already on fire. Well, I didn't know you were going to be in Hollowtown. So let's do this. Oh, it's magic. It's magic.
It's magic, 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 magic. Oh, I could just like
Wow.
This is South Hollowtown.
South side.
South side.
outside.
So, two big resorts. Okay, there are 3 bars connected to each other right here. The tourist traps where you are employed. There are several in there. I just put them together. Megavader System is right here. The tube that shoots up. Okay, and these are the 4 big mansions. There. This red squiggly line represents the fence, the 10-foot barbed wire fence that separates the tourist traps from the rich people.
Is it also electrified?
You have never checked it. All people know about it is that servants come out to go get supplies for their house. You never see the higher class people leave that area. This is where the most police presence or guard presence in this area along this line.
Right.
Very few up in the northern part where all the farms are. The majority of them are here.
You say tourist trap. I'm picturing the second biggest ball of yarn.
Yeah.
What is it?
I would say souvenir shops.
Okay.
I would say museums, attractions, smaller end, not as big as the resorts, but come get your t-shirts, come racing, come
Madame Tussauds Wax Museum.
Right, the wax museum. And you do races. Your races that you do are in the South Mountain, or they would be the East Mountain Range there, weaving in and out of the mountains. That's the only place you could get sanctioned for those races. You can't. They wouldn't let you do them on the other side.
That's when you do underground racing.
Yeah, street racing.
Street racing.
You're not supposed to know about that. So that's where we are. Let's start. First of all, are there any other questions? Any questions from the people at home? Anything?
I'm gonna have more questions about that map as we go along, just because. Yeah.
Let me tell you that I am not an artist.
Well,
And there was no inside drawing of Centerpoint Station. There are several outside pictures of Centerpoint Station, which I can show you one. But there was no interior. Let's look at chapter 3.
It's a good visual. It's just I'm having trouble sort of recognizing where, like, all right, so you said the racetracks were like on the mountains that are on the right side?
Yes.
And that blue dot in the middle again, that's the sun?
Yes.
Okay. And, oh, cool.
Was there an actual picture?
Yeah.
Of the outside.
Oh, cool. That looks sweet.
Okay.
Somehow it turned Aussie.
Somehow it turned Aussie. That's all right.
And then I guess my last question is, those like sort of grids on the top and the bottom of the circle, those are like the residential zones?
Those are the residential zones for everybody that lives on the station.
That's not uber rich.
Right. There are 3 levels. Only the first level and a half is where people live. The rest of it has been shut off for however many years, no one knows. And that's the same on both sides. Usually the farmers live in the farmer area and everyone else lives on the other side, but you know, neither here nor there. So
Okay, I'm good. I don't have any more questions about that, man.
that is a lie,
So,
but I will take it. All right. So we will start opening day of
Gun season.
duck season.
Marduk
Rat season.
Marduk Scrap and Salvage.
Marduk's Scrap and Salvage.
Just made it up.
It's good.
It rolls off the tongue.
I would go there.
I'm going there right now.
Scrap and Salvage. Some strong S's.
Yeah, well, you need the strong S's.
Yeah.
Scrap and Salvage.
Need a grenade launcher attachment on the bottom of your rifle.
Let me tell you, after the last character, I don't know if I'm going to allow grenade launchers. And let's throw through a detonator. Sure, why not? Just blow my shit all to hell.
You're probably not going to allow cryo guns either.
Probably
That was
not.
I feel like that was a bigger issue.
I
than
learned my
grenade
lesson
launcher.
pretty well on that one.
Susan, stop.
Although it did make for a pretty cool plot.
It did. It was great. I thought only giving you 3 shots would have been fine.
It was great.
Okay. You are just opening up. You have several customers. The one thing we didn't go over is if you had any employees.
I believe I employ droids.
Very well.
And I make sure they keep working, and I got the restraining bolts on them.
I would say you have 3 droids.
Yes.
Are they the little like turtle head droids with the
Or gonks. Gonk. Gonk, 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 gonk.
gonks?
One's got to be a protocol droid. That's
Yeah.
my cashier.
Oh, yeah. I'll find it later.
Yep. The other 2 are like workers. Straight up just grab stuff. Very basic.
Okay. Your doors open and stuff happens already.
Roll initiative.
Roll vigilance. No. I got confused there for a second. Give me a perception check, Marduk. And Arena. You're not going to feel it over there.
Oh, I need a.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
This for you, it's going to be 1. For Narina, it's going to be 2.
Wow. 3 successes and an advantage.
I'm sure glad you passed that because after thinking about it, I'm not sure how you wouldn't feel it. But
I got one that didn't.
I'm very distractible. It is a
There.
very big part of my character.
I believe
I go, ooh, shiny, and just, yeah, technology.
I got 1 success.
so. You feel it as well. You feel a large crash. The ground shakes, almost like an earthquake, which you've never felt before. For you, it's much more intense. The walls are shaking. The droids are shaking. It lasts only a few seconds, but you assume that something has either hit the hull of the space station, or there's a crash outside, or
Not good.
something.
Not good. Well, the first thing is I pulled the hood down on my environmental suit.
Why do you have an environmental suit?
What?
Your environmental suit?
Yeah,
Why do you have an environmental suit?
you never know.
Okay. Oh, well, I just didn't. I was like, did I miss something in his bio? No, it's something you do. Okay.
No, sometimes I go out in space,
Oh, that makes sense.
and then I get things out of space, like derelict ships.
Derelict. Well, you got.
Derelict ships.
Did you bring a thesaurus with you today? It's
Maybe.
okay if you did.
This character's intelligent. I
like
can actually use big words.
Okay, so you've got your environmental suit down.
Yep.
Are you going to outside to investigate, or are you just gonna kind of?
Yep.
Like, okay.
I'm gonna go because that might be structural damage, which may cause a breach and therefore lose stock.
You see in the road. Yes, I labeled roads just because.
Yep.
That's the way I am. Out on the road, you see several people in the street panicking because they've never felt anything like that before either.
Panic in street. Are they just running random directions or in one?
Most of them are panicking to get out of their house, looking around to see what's going on. I will also let you know that there's 3 primary species on this space station. I forgot to say that. They are the Carillion humans. They are the Drawl. Is that right? Drawl and
Are they from down south?
yeah, they got
We got a southern drawl.
Southern drawl too.
Yes.
And Salonians.
What are those last 2? I don't remember what they look like.
I've got pictures right here.
Yay!
Salonian is the tall one, and the drawl looks like a kitty.
It looks like a what?
Kitty.
A kitty?
Salonians
Yeah, it does.
are the tall ones.
It's so cute. And then the drawl are like
The drawl are fuzzy.
but they're like hamsters.
Yeah.
They look like humanoid hamsters.
Would they be offended if I pet their fur?
Probably.
Probably. But I might do it anyway.
Oh, it does look like a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It actually looks like a cute little cat.
Just a little
I wonder if they have a high agility.
I actually think so. So most of what you see in the street are Salonians, the tall ones. Running around, the majority of the other shop owners, like the weapons district and food district and things like that, most of the shop owners are Salonian. There are a couple draws, but not many humans at all. Humans are more of tourists. You get information through the panicking people that whatever happened in the shipyard to the far top there. Happened in that corner of the station.
Very curious, but leaving my shop unattended is not wise. Oh, what shall I do?
Isn't one of your 3 droids a security droid? And he could be the one that just gets stuff off shelves.
Yeah.
That would make sense. That one of them's a security droid.
Yes. All right. So there needs to be operations while I'm out, anyway. So this is the opportunity to test the droids out. All right. I look to the protocol droid and I'm like, R346, R34G. You're in charge. That's the protocol droid.
Yes,
Or no, until I get back.
Rightio. I don't know if you want me to play him or not, but I'm doing it.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. I'm off. And I scamper off.
I'm off!
Ha!
I'll pump it away!
I'm up and away!
The only way to get there, because it's on the other side of the restricted section, is through the Megavader System at the end of Junk Dealer Road there.
I hop on a makeshift jumper, or like a makeshift 3-wheeled scooter device that has like equivalent to a lawnmower motor on it.
All right.
And I rev my way down the streets. I pull up my goggles.
Give me.
It only goes like 10 miles an hour top speed.
Give me a piloting planetary roll, because you're going to be dodging an awful lot of
Scared cats.
Scared kids.
Salonians.
Difficulty?
I would say 2.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Getting out of hand here. Yeah, we've got 4 successes.
Yeah.
We're left over with 1 threat, though. I don't know what you want to do with that, but
You successfully navigate through there. You have to slow down a little bit for some
Beep,
panicking
beep, beep,
people,
beep.
but you make your way.
there's a horn on it. It's not even louder than the motor.
You make it to the Megavader System and push
My headlight.
push shipyard. I imagine it's not up or down. It's shipyard.
Yeah. It's like a Wonka Vader. It goes left, right, up, down, diagonally, forward, backwards in time.
The reason I asked you about the environmental suit is I think it's amazing coincidence that you're in an environmental suit.
Was it a problem?
It's gonna be. When the doors open and you realize the lack of oxygen in that area.
Oh my.
From the Megavader, you can't see any damage, but your suit is giving you readings that there is no oxygen in this area. There are several bodies on the ground of both Drull and Salonian that look like they suffocated quickly.
Oh no! There's a hole in the ship, or in the station. Well, Marduk, run! down the street. Wing. Actually, I don't know. Could it have fit in the elevator with me?
Probably in this section, yes. The Megavaders and the Hollow Town aren't big enough, but it would make sense that these ones would be a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Okay. So I ride off on my little e-scooter.
Do you, on your environmental suit, do you have an oxygen limit? Or environmental limit? I guess it doesn't have to be oxygen. That's very species-ist of me. I apologize.
Read that.
Okay.
Anywhere.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
You can make it up. I assume there is some sort of limit.
I imagine that you know your limit of your environmental suit.
Yeah.
So
Probably
you
hours, maybe.
you wouldn't be there any longer than you would have to.
Yeah. Okay.
As you're driving down the road there, I'm going to need a perception check and a piloting check. The piloting check is going to be 3 purple this time.
And then what's the difficulty on the perception?
2.
Are there more cats on the road?
Yeah, right?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, all these cats and hamsters in the road.
The cat's chasing the hamsters.
The perception check, I am left with 1 failure, but 4 advantage.
Okay.
The piloting check, I just replace this with this. Alright, roll. No. Oh, good gravy.
That'll sound nice.
I got 4 advantage, but Marduk got 5 failures. 5!
Oh, damn.
That's a new record.
That is a new record.
Does he hurt himself?
He needs a new character stat.
It's a new character. You tumble out into the abyss of space.
Good thing I got this grappling hook.
So, first of all, with perception check, as you're driving, you see shadows running on the sidewalk. The lights in this area have malfunctioned, so it's not clear. But since you were distracted by something moving,
I didn't see what was
you
in
didn't
front of me.
realize the body in the road.
I hit it.
You hit it, and your thing is now disabled and not working. And
Thing? Enviro suit?
no, the
bike.
your,
Yes.
your moped.
No.
And you
Oh, it's a scooter.
It is like a scooter.
yeah,
I don't know.
it's like a scooter.
It's a thing.
You're going to take 1 point of damage and 3 strain
Ow.
Wait, why did you get hurt?
because he got thrown from his thing.
From his scooter?
I wasn't paying attention, and I hit a body in the middle of the road and went flying over it.
You hit one of the cats.
Yeah. I hit a cat.
Most of them are Salonian, and those are the taller ones, not the cats. Though it is fun to say.
So the taller ones were the cats.
Yeah.
No,
Not the shorter ones with the hamsters.
The droll
That's
were
what it
the
looked like.
hamsters.
I called the shorter ones cats. I didn't say anything about the
I thought that
Salonians.
tall purple one looked
I
like
did
a cat.
too.
I thought the Salonians looked like little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought
Take another look at that.
Okay, I get it. I didn't realize that before, but yeah, he does have some
Feline features.
feline features. You're right.
And the
Okay.
other one looked like hamster.
Cats and hamsters. Those are the derogatory names for those. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Sorry
we
to
got,
be
Thank goodness we got that straightened out
racist.
because we needed derogatory comments.
Speciesist, I guess.
Um,
Right?
Correct.
Xenophobe.
It's going to take you an extra half hour to get to the end because you crashed your thing. Unless you want to try to fix it. I don't know.
Let's see here.
I don't know if. I mean, I imagine you probably have tools on there. You can attempt.
Oh, yeah.
Mechanics.
So yeah, like I wouldn't
I
try
got
to
it.
fix it, but I think he definitely would.
Oh yeah. Which one do I want to do? We will do. All right, so I can. I don't have anything that kind of like.
Don't you have like 5 talents already?
Yeah, I do.
So you need all those extra dice.
I would like to do a solid repair on it, which just gives it an additional hull. It repairs an additional hull trauma.
Okay.
Your scooter.
I don't have anything that actually makes me faster to repair. I just have things that basically repair additional hull points when I repair.
Okay.
So I got Tinker that adds 1 additional hard point to the number of
What that one do?
items equal to it. Oh, no, that doesn't actually help me. It's solid repair that actually helps, which is the character repairs 1 additional hull point trauma per rank in solid repair whenever they repair a ship or vehicle.
Okay. So for this session, we won't worry about it. But for next session, I'd like you to write up I'll give you a ship sheet to write up your scooter.
Okay.
He's gonna get a ship sheet for a scooter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Does it have shields?
Not yet.
Probably not. But it's going to have hull points. So if he would have damaged it, past the hull points, then he wouldn't have been able to repair it.
That's true.
But if it's just 1 down, I'm guessing it's going to have more than 1. Then he can attempt to repair it.
Yeah.
What
A ship has
have
like
you named the scooter?
20, 30. Gertrude.
Gertrude.
It's Gertie. Gertie! Come on, Gertie.
I was to say I don't
Let's
think
go,
you can name
Gertie.
it anything else now. I think that's what it has to be. Bless you.
Bless you.
Namely Papa, Feelies, but this.
Oh, my great grandma Gertie.
Gertie the scooter. Yeah.
All right, so make your roll on Gertie.
What difficulty?
That is going to be a 3 difficulty,
Okay.
and a black setback dice because it is dark.
Haha! I have something for this. Oh no, I didn't take that yet. Okay, never mind. Next session I'll have something. It lets me add a blue die or remove a
Add a blue or remove a black.
Oh, but that's only for inventing.
No.
When constructing new items or modifying.
That'll be handy.
Doesn't Deveronian, don't they have Lovis?
Oh, I knocked away a triumph. Damn it. I know. All I'm left with is 4 successes.
All I'm left with is 4 successes.
I mean, he did just throw down 5 fails.
Yeah.
The least he can do to make up for it.
You repair Gertie to functioning order.
Nice.
It was just a cable popped out. So you just popped it back.
Yeah.
Is that like your bike chain?
Gets out the screwdriver, pops it back.
Come here.
Okay, so you will be there in significantly less time now.
Yay!
You will need 1 more piloting roll before you get there.
And the difficulty?
3, because there's still
Rough terrain and lots of dead bodies.
Why don't you add a blue die because you are more heightened aware that their body.
Oh, did you just save me?
What a generous DM.
Yep. I'm left with. Oh no, I'm still not good. I'm left with exactly 1 failure.
Oh,
Ouch.
well, here's the thing. You get to where there's a problem. You get to where the hull breach is, and Gertie stops functioning.
Oh, Gertie.
You
let me down, girl.
It appears. Actually, give me a perception check so you can get the amount of information on the damage.
And then purples.
2.
I'm left with 3 advantage, no successes,
Okay.
no failures.
Because of your extensive knowledge, you do conclude that a ship was trying to dock, missed, and rammed into the hull.
Somebody screwed the pooch.
It appears that they went right through the dock door, and like they were supposed to come into a different dock, came into this one, and the door, it's localized around the door, the hull breach. So there are ship parts all over the road as well as hull parts. So there's quite a bit of debris where you are at. Why don't you give me another perception roll with a 2 difficulty, please? And we're coming to you next.
Remember, gear adrift is a gift.
Well, what kind of ship are we talking about? Wow. Okay. I must be distracted by like some sort of technology because I've got like 3 failures and 6 advantage. I don't know how that works. I guess I'm gonna recover some strain.
Sure. As you're staring at this, what's left of this ship sticking out of the hull there, you see more shadows cross your glance. This time you see them as tall shadows, but can't get a focus.
I'm gonna keep my hand on my holdout pistol. Holdout blaster.
Okay.
I'm in a bar, right?
You are in a bar, but you were too far away to feel the impact.
My question was going to be, would word, or the scuttlebutt, reach us that there's a hole in the station?
Eventually it will.
Okay.
Don't get ahead of me. I'll get it by next week. Narina, thank you. Narina, you heard and felt the earth shake a little bit. There seems to be people that are coming in out of your tourist shop that you work at, concerned but not panicked. They're like, oh, what was that? And then they just kind of go back to buying things.
That was weird.
Nothing to be concerned about. That's the next show starts in about 30 minutes. You ready to go?
Oh yeah.
Oh, got half price deal. 2 for 1.
2 for 1. What are you selling again?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
We're selling it all.
Fair enough.
What is it that you need?
Whatever you're buying.
Whatever
She's
you're
selling.
buying,
She's selling it.
Probably, I'm going to make an assumption that you are selling spectator spots for the next race. As where you are at is just beyond it is the finish line of the races.
Okay.
So, why don't you give me a charm roll to see how many people you're luring in.
What, and the difficulty?
You're fairly good at your job. Let's do difficulty 1.
I got 1 success and 2 advantage.
You got, it's a good day. You got a total of 96 people in off the street.
Wow, that's great to get promoted.
Over the last hour that you've been out there, you funneled in about 96 people.
Hey, it's an exciting race. Everybody wants to see this one. This is the one of the century.
This is the one that's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen?
You don't know. That's why you need to buy a ticket.
You're really excited about it.
What's happening?
You need to know. Yeah, you really want to know. Come on.
I think she'd be good at that in real life. I don't know. As you are closing the gate, because now it's time for the race to start, you're only allowed to admit so many people until the race starts. The scuttlebutt inside is that the race has to be delayed for an emergency going on in the tech sec area.
What's
So
going on?
a delay of 20 minutes. Customers are a little miffed, but not too bad.
Start peddling some snacks if it'll help them appease them a little bit.
All right. So while you're waiting the 20 minutes,
Brumby.
Brumby, you are with Reggie at the Wile E. Coyote bar, having a drink.
Very good. Well, Reggie, we've got to find some legitimate work, and none of this dirty stuff where people want to come after you with blasters. I'm talking animals, Reggie. Animals. We got to get some contracts.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, I got stuff lined up. Yeah.
Do you happen to know? I have no clue since I just got here, but what is the fauna like? What is the fauna situation on this space station? Are there problem animals?
Nah.
No?
Nah. The biggest fauna is going to be on Tralos. The planet over.
Yep, I wrote it down.
Well, you're not from here, so he breaking it down for you anyway. Planet over, there's a lot of big things you can kill.
Some big beasties?
Yeah. I got a little bit of work here. It's almost above board. I work for the junk dealer in town, and I help them scrap stuff and sell stuff. So we can, until we can find a ship to Tralos, we can, make some extra credits with him, if you want.
Very well. Let's find out more. Mom and sis need to eat.
Yeah. Those my contacts will be coming through here pretty soon, and then we'll go to see the Big Cheese and to get some wheat.
Sounds good, Reggie.
20 minutes go by. The race starts. Everybody is cheering.
What? Then you gotta what kind of race? What are they? Are they animals? Are they speeders?
Oh no, they're speeders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because animals would have to have poop and stuff that they would have to shovel. No one wants poop, right? Race starts. About a minute into the race starting, you hear a lot of shouting and a lot of gasping and general panic from the spectators.
General panic.
General panic? From the spectators. It appears that there is some sort of crash
Have you seen General Mayhem?
on the racetrack right into the first curve of the first mountain. No one got out of that wreck unwrecked. Something, spectators say, jumped out in front of it. Jumped out in front of the lead vehicle.
Is it something you can see from here?
No, not clearly. You can give a perception check. We can see. We can see what we can see. And you can retry your perception check here in a minute. There.
And
It's gonna be 3. It's pretty far.
I have one advantage. That's it.
It's not like 5 failures.
It's not like 5 failures, yeah.
Not quite. Not quite.
Unfortunately, it is in a sweet spot where it's just out of eye range but it's not in the first camera range where the camera follows him. So you can't really see clearly, but you can see movement. There's movement going back and forth between the vehicles and the side of the road and the side of the track and things like that. But you can't see it real clearly.
Is the emergency crew, are they heading out that way?
They are just getting underway just now.
Okay.
One of them anyway. One truck. There's also a security detail of 8 guards. They are security. What do they call it? So I don't call them guards. Guards seems like a generic term.
Just call them
Mall
security.
cops.
Spaceport security detail. So we'll call them security detail. Essentially mall cops. There's 8 security detail going out in an open top speeder, which you find peculiar for just a simple crash. Any actions you want to take before I go back to him?
Not at this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Why don't you try to re-roll your perception there, Goggles?
Go. Yay! 3 successes.
Good.
And threat.
And a threat. Okay. You see several Salonians in environmental suits
Okay.
running up to the ship, but they are not helping. They are scrapping the ship, tearing it apart, and hauling it away. You see approximately 30 of them. They're forming a line, taking it back bit by bit. Obviously, taking parts. They're not there.
They don't seem to have noticed me.
They have not noticed you yet.
This does not bode well for my scavenging efforts. We should close the breach, though, first. I wonder whether or not closing the breach.
I'll observe them for a couple seconds before making a rash decision.
As you observe them, as the last of the group comes and picks up parts, you notice that something is pulling the ship out of the hull breach. So something is pulling it away.
And I can't see outside the station.
Not yet, because it's wedged right in there. So as it's going out, you can't really see. You just see that it's going away.
I'd like to try and remain hidden.
Okay.
Would you like a stealth roll?
I would like a stealth roll.
What difficulty would you like that stealth roll in?
Just 2 would be fine.
Okay.
The light's low.
I am left with 3 successes.
Oh, only 3?
I did good.
You did do good. You are hidden, and as you are hidden, you see them continue to pick up pieces, and then now they are done picking up pieces, and they have all ran away. They are in a very big rush, and the ship is now pulled out. You can see just behind it. There's something towing it backwards.
And then what? Can I try to make an ID on what type of ship this is?
The one that crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
And I'd also like to ID the ship towing it now that I can see it as well.
Okay.
See if I recognize it as somebody from on the station or something like that. What would you like me to roll for those?
It would be knowledge. Knowledge. You can just do a straight knowledge check.
Okay.
With 2 difficulty, because it would be like knowledge this station. You know?
Oh, yeah. Well, I rolled pretty well for the most part. I'm left with a success and an advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
You recognize the ship that crashed as a standard Carillion transport vessel.
Okay.
As it's being pulled out, you see large hull breaches on both sides, where you can see inside the ship. I guess that's the definition of hull breach. Anyway, the one pointed away you recognize as a ship from the junk dealer next door to you.
Oh! Competition! Ah, he's getting the scrap before me!
Is there
As you're identifying what the ships are, there's approximately another 20 Salonians with suits coming in to pick up stuff that's on the ground.
Is there? So they're like looking at the scrap right now. There's not like an opportunity for me to run out there and snag a couple pieces.
Yeah, they're focused on the scrap right now. So if you were to try to snag a couple pieces, it would be a pretty big difficulty.
Okay, I don't want to do that. That seems like a guaranteed failure right there.
Well, from the way you're rolling, I would agree with you.
In that case, so I know I have a good idea of who it is. Is there an authority, like a ship authority that I could contact that would be like the person who's supposed to like?
The security detail assigned to this area has not shown up yet.
Okay. I will. I have a comm link. Can I try to get on the horn with somebody from?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a well-known channel, so you can.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hello? Well, this is Marduk from the junkyard. Junk dealers. The shipyard has a massive breach and is venting into space.
Okay. Hold, please. As you listen to the whole music, you see the force field activate and seal the whole breach from the outside. Just like a little force field comes down and seals that up. Your environmental suit says the oxygenating is.
It's like going up. Like oxygen levels are. This is still suspicious as French toast.
The lady comes back on the line and says, "They'll be there in just a minute. Thank you for calling."
Yes.
Click.
I almost made her sound like Roz, but there's a lot of New York people in this scenario already. So. Unintentionally. I'm on my own. I heard you and it just came out that way.
So this is probably unusual for the station. Like if there was a hull breach, that shield should have been up immediately.
You would think so.
You would think so.
Go ask SecDef what's going on. Secretary of Defense.
Right? What the hey?
What's up? As you were getting off the comlink, the last of the Salonian people are picking up their treasures and.
Can I take a hollow image of some of these people in some way? Like,
do you have a camera?
I don't know. Are there cameras in? I mean, I don't even know.
You're a junk dealer. Probably not.
Okay, so do cameras exist?
I imagine so, but I can't imagine that you ran out of the door with a camera in hand.
I would like to spend one destiny point. I have the ability utility belt. I spend one destiny point to perform a utility belt
incident.
Did you take pictures with your belt?
I could actually spend 2 points and actually just build the camera out of scrap if I wanted to.
It's
But
it's
this
to
is
identify
easier.
parts and see if it's worth anything.
Yeah.
Matches it up with the database.
But it produces a previously undocumented item or weapon, which, with restrictions from the tool belt or satchel.
So you can just reach in for your digital camera?
So you have a capturing device of some sort. And you capture an image of them Salonians running away from you.
I was gonna try and get a picture of the ship. Is that like
The
long gone or?
Yeah. As soon as they pulled it out, they pulled it away. So yeah,
Okay,
that's
so I
gonna be out of
didn't.
view.
I didn't quite get that in time. That's really what I would have liked to get a picture of, but didn't think about that until afterwards.
Sure. All right. While you're reveling in that awesomeness, looking to you, the security detail has reached the crash site. All the spectators are on pins and needles. Some of them just love a good crash, like NASCAR. But something is wrong. You feel something wrong. This is the last few days. You've been getting some pretty intense headaches. This is thinking about this and what's going on here is giving you a headache.
I got a bad feeling about this.
This can't be good. As in,
Roll. This is a first time, folks. Roll a force dice.
Oh, the white one.
The white one.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
One black.
Okay. You have a headache. But you feel that there's something wrong here.
like as in, I should start maybe telling people we need to go outside for a little bit. Okay.
You're uneasy about everything that's going on right now.
All right. In a very orderly fashion, I'm gonna start guiding people out, saying we need to clear the wreckage so that people can be taken care of. We don't want to see blood and carnage.
We paid for blood and carnage.
You get plenty of blood and carnage. You just got a lot going on right now.
Okay. Everyone leaves. About 40% of them stick around the area. The others go off back to the resort or someplace else that's not next to you. So 40%. So roughly 50 people stick around. Anyway. So you led them outside. Are you going outside with them? Or are you going to go back to...
I'm going back in.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to get them kind of to safety. And then I wanted to go check out what's going on over there.
Okay. Are you going to try to see what's going on from the stands, or are you going to go out onto the track?
For now, I'm gonna try to see from the stands. If that doesn't work out, well,
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a perception with 3 difficulty and a black dice for that headache.
Yikes. I got actually just a threat. Yeah, just a threat.
Okay. Once again, you're unable to quite focus in. You can see a lot of back and forth shadows moving, but you can't really pull focus at all.
how far out is it?
I would say it's probably 600 yards.
Okay. So, walkable.
Walkable, but just out of sight range.
Alright. Is there a speeder nearby?
Yeah, sure.
I'm
Sure is.
gonna hop on the speeder and get a little closer.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a piloting planetary roll.
Difficulty?
1.
I have 3 success, 3 advantage.
Okay.
It's a solid roll.
That is a solid roll. All right. Are you approaching cautiously?
Very cautiously. Keeping my distance. I just want to see what's going on. I don't want to get too close.
Okay. You get about halfway there, and you see that they're not rescuing people from the wreckage. There's fighting going on.
Oh.
You just now see the back and forth pistol fire.
Oh, I am not prepared for that.
This is the same ship that the two of them, like the same ship that he was just challenging? No.
He's over in
I'm
Tech
over
Sec.
here.
Uh-huh.
She's over here.
She witnessed a
Where's
crash
on this side?
in the race.
In the race.
They
The race to the mountains.
Okay, it's a race.
So it would be the first little point there because it
Like right.
was pretty quick.
Are they can I tell from this distance whether or not they're the people that were in the race?
You can tell the security forces. You cannot pull focus on any faces, but you can tell that they are Salonian in nature, the ones that are fighting back. All of the security detail are human. All the security detail are human.
Yeah, I am not prepared to enter that. So we're gonna kind of back off a little bit and keep a safe distance.
Okay.
It is time for our halfway break.
And we'll pick up
So
in you
it's
afterwards.
7:30 right now. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us for our first half. We're going to take just a brief break here, and we will be back for our second half of action in Chapter 3, Episode 1 of Remnants of the Fallen Empire. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our second half of action of Chapter 3, Episode 1. Jake, can you bring us back to speed where we were at when we left before the break?
Yes, we were just with Narina here. She was backing off of the wreckage because there was fighting between the guards, the security detail, and another group. And then as she's backing off, we were going to head to Brumby over at the Wile E. Coyote bar. As soon as I make a note here. All right. Reggie says it's time to meet our contact.
Anything I should know before we go?
Don't be shocked by their appearance. They're Salonian.
Fair enough. Let us be off then.
You exit the bar through the back door, which is you've been in this bar for a couple hours now. You haven't seen anybody go out through the back door. They always go out through the front door. The back door opens to a darkened street. It just feels creepy. You hear several beings approaching from the west.
And is that the direction that we need to go?
We're not going anywhere. We're just going to wait here for our contacts. They should be coming up any minute. You spot as they come up several, and when I say several, I mean roughly 25, 30 Salonians. They look like they're in environmental suits about halfway. Their hoods are down. They're all carrying large pieces of equipment. It doesn't look like it's new equipment. It looks like it's either used or parts of equipment, but nothing that you can be like, oh, that's a
hyperdrive.
That's a hyperdrive. That's a fender. You know, you can't tell that. The first 15 run past you like you're not even there, and then one stops to talk to Reggie. Reggie looks at you and says, just give me 1 minute, I gotta talk to my pal here. And they step away from you to talk. If you want to try to hear what they're saying, that would be a roll, but if not, no, just keep going.
Perception?
That'd be a perception.
Okay. That's cunning. I have 1 skill in it. Difficulty?
2.
2 difficulty. Those are threads. Which we cancel out. 1 success.
And in the end, isn't that all we need? The two are talking. Reggie says, how'd everything go?
It went fine.
The Salonian says.
We got a lot of good stuff. The next group is coming right behind us. I don't know how the third group's doing.
And Reggie comes back over to you and says, okay, we're going to follow these guys back to the Big Cheese so we can find out what our part's going to be and make some moolah.
All right. Do you trust this guy?
Sure. It's where I get a lot of money from these guys.
Very well.
You take off, and you are told that it is at the end of Null Town, which will take you approximately 45 minutes as the crow flies. So, to get to, it's a fast-paced jog.
Reggie didn't have a speeder.
No. I was just thinking about strain. You'll be all right. You're a big, tough guy. You'll be fine. Big, tough guy.
Hey, tough guy.
So you'll be there in a little bit. Marduk.
Yeah. The last of the people have run out the door, right?
Yep. Down the street. Yeah.
Since the error is going back up, and there's not really any more like thing that I can do here to save this place. Everybody's here already dead if they weren't wearing something. I'm going to follow the last Salonian. I'm gonna tail them.
Okay.
I'm gonna tail them.
So I will need a piloting planetary roll, and then I will need a stealth roll if you're tailing. It will be a little bit easier because once the hull was sealed, the lights start to come back up, so it's brighter in there now.
Yep.
So it's a little bit easier to see the bodies.
Nice.
But a little bit harder to.
Hide.
Yes. So piloting. You want that one first?
Yeah. Yep. Let's do piloting planetary first. I would say 2 difficulty on that.
Okay. I'm left with a success.
I forgot that it broke just as you got there, so we skipped over it. That's fine. It turned back over, and you are successfully driving your automobile. Automobile. Go ahead and give me the stealth roll, which will be a 3.
Oh boy, this is a 50-50 shot here. And I did it with some leftover threat. I got 3 threat. 2 successes, 3 threat.
Okay. You are successfully holding back far enough where you're out of sight range.
Mm-hmm.
They just get a little farther away.
What are they like driving something also?
No, they are running.
They're just that fast.
Yes.
They fast.
They're running approximately the same speed as you're driving.
Dang.
Because you said your thing doesn't go very fast.
No, it doesn't go really fast.
But enough of a moped speed that they are quick.
Okay.
The alarm goes off on your suit stating that the atmosphere is now stabilized. Just so you know.
Okay.
You follow them back to the Megavader System, of which they are climbing into and shooting back the other way.
And that's like a one at a time kind of thing.
It is.
So are they like
But
in a line?
It can be. If you time it right, it can be like a thunk, 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 like
Right.
that quick. As long as they move fast on the other side.
Yep. So they going.
As you pull up there, there's about 3 left that are going through.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I want to give it enough time that they're gonna be like, yeah.
Where they're out of the way, so you're not crushing them.
Yeah.
Okay. You do that, and you ride it back to. You gave them a few seconds, so you're going to need a perception check to see where they got off.
And then the difficulty of said.
I would say 2 is fine.
I am successful.
All right. They got off at the food supply, so the farthest down on pole.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where they got off. So you're also going to get off there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You exit the Megavader System, or MVS for short. I use MVS on all of my maps for initialing, so it just
Nice.
It just
The
sounds
MVS.
cool to me.
Yeah.
Yes. You notice that they are entering Hollow Town after they get off the Megavader.
Okay. Hollow Town is interesting. Because there's not supposed to be anybody in there, right?
There.
You can go in there, but
This
there's
is-
not like.
This is the side of Hollow Town they're going on, south side.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, I'll just keep following him. I'll try not to get caught.
Try not to get caught. That is a great plan. I am in favor of it.
Uh-oh.
Where's your token?
Right here.
Okay. So this is where it comes out. Right here.
Okay.
And that's where you are when you see them. Narina.
Yeah, I started backing off. I'm gonna call my boss, let him know what's going on, what I was witnessing.
Okay.
Because I'm not getting in that mess.
He tells you that this happened a couple weeks ago. Some thugs put something out in front of the racers to crash them, and they are stealing the parts from the crashed wreckage. Today they were waiting for that. That's why the security force was there, ready to go when that happened.
What do you want me to do about the spectators? Because I shuffled them out because it seemed like it was getting a little rough out there.
Yeah. Just get him out of there. He sounds distressed because this has happened, twice in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. And then just take off for the day. I'll call you later.
All right.
So if you put your piece right outside of your tourist area there, as you exit the building, you see a line of Salonians, just like they were soldiers, all lined up perfectly in a single file, and you see them running right through here into the high class area.
They're going past the security?
They're going through what appears to be a hole in the fence.
Oh, that can't be good. I'm gonna follow.
Okay. Are you going to follow?
Oh, discreetly.
Discreetly? Okay, so there, I have formed the beginning and the end of the line. There is a full line of...
So they're like in the street here,
Right.
going around like that.
Right. So do you want to wait to the end of the line, or are you going to try to follow along with the line?
I'm gonna wait until the end.
As you wait for the end, you see a Deveronian on a moped.
I'm a little bit further back than that.
Well,
A
okay.
little further back than that. Okay.
So you see the line end of Salonians and the Deveronian on said moped.
Peeking his head out around the corner.
Yeah, the horns don't give it away at all.
No.
Horn.
Hardly.
Eyeball. I will need a stealth check, and then if you were going to follow behind the Deveronian or in between, or what your plan is there.
You mean I need a stealth check?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Difficulty?
2.
And going in behind the Deveronian. That seems to be a part of the whole thing.
Okay.
Those two cancel. 1 success and 1 advantage.
Okay. You successfully fall in behind the Deveronian.
Nice.
Give me a perception check with a 2 difficulty.
What's a die up there? What the heck? No. Nothing. Complete balance. No successes, no failures. It was just 3 threats and 3 advantages. So nothing. Absolutely nothing. I didn't notice the human following me.
It's
right?
times like this that I enjoy being a GM. You continue following the Salonians through the hole in the fence. You realize too late that your vehicle is not going to fit through that hole.
Does that mean he crashed into the fence?
He did crash into the fence.
Oh crap!
So you not only break your vehicle, you take 1 more point of damage.
No! As I fall over. No!
That would have looked hilarious.
Ow!
Just slams into a fence.
What I
really
is that
loud.
he's really trying to be sneaky. Bam! Right into the fence.
It's like when you.
I'm going to.
It's like when you run into the sliding glass door with a plate of food in your hand.
Right?
And you're just walking full tilt.
Obviously, directly in front of you, you see a Deveronian crash into the fence.
I look around nervously, and then I dive off to the side. Back to this building right here.
How good are
And abandon my
Deveronians at
vehicle.
diving? Well,
Can I tell whether or not he was actually with the rest of the group?
roll a force dice.
Force dice.
1 black.
You cannot tell. Some sheer miracle they did not hear you.
Yay!
Wow.
So you're diving behind a building? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there like a scooter wedged in this hole?
Yes. I didn't move it.
Yes.
It's completely stands.
It is wedged in the hole. So in order to get through the hole, it's just gonna take a little extra time to manipulate yourself through there.
You fixed the fence?
You plug the hole, and that's
Is there a human-sized hole in the fence? Ish.
there's not that's open.
Okay.
The only thing left is the cork in the bottle there. All the Salonians are on the other side, and they keep marching. So it's just you do. So you, which building were you diving back into, or diving
I was,
away?
or was I still? Am I still on this backside of the fence, or am I on the far side?
No, you would have been on the whoop. Sorry, microphone. Apologies. We'll use this token as your speeder or moped. So that's where it got lodged.
Okay. Well, I dove this way, and then after seeing that they didn't see me, I'm gonna run up and start yanking at my scooter to pull it out of the fence.
Okay, give me a brawn roll.
Difficulty?
Probably. Well, you're Deveronian, so 2.
Hey.
Yeah.
What the hell are you guys doing?
I like stop with a
Where are you going?
headlights. I'm not following them. I wasn't following them. I'm just joyriding.
Into a fence that had a hole in it.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yes, I'm trying to get my scooter unstuck because I was joyriding, not following them.
You're a terrible liar.
Yes.
It's good to know your own flaws.
So where the hell are you going?
I'm following them.
Why?
I don't know.
Ah,
I yank at it a couple more times. I didn't succeed. I got one advantage.
Do you need a hand?
It would help.
You're like,
You, both of you make a brawn check. Corey or Marduk, also put a red die in there, please.
Oh, it might explode.
difficulty of.
For you,
Don't
it's going to be
roll
3.
one of those.
I know. Oh, I didn't, but it wasn't good.
Those cancel. I have a failure. One failure, one advantage.
2 failures.
Awesome. You pull and pull and pull, and it starts to give. However, it breaks the front portion of the moped. So
No, Gertie!
the back part of it has been removed. However, it's still pretty well clogging the hole with the front wheel portion.
I start kicking at it to get it out of the way.
Brawn check. Or that'd be a brawl if you're kicking it.
Yeah.
I step out of the way at this point.
It's probably for the best.
It's more of a personal exchange that's going on.
Yeah, that's obvious.
I got a success.
You kick the front handlebars and tire through the hole, so now the hole is clear.
While I'm kicking Gertie, I'm also crying and sobbing.
Is one half on one side of the fence and the other half on the other side?
Yeah.
I'll crawl through the fence, grab the handlebars. Gertie!
Okay. I kind of pull him away from the fence because I know this is not going to be safe over here.
And you grab onto my harness, and I'm just like,
Oh,
Gertie! And I let go of the handlebar and let it sit there. And then I turn around.
Trying to pull him into like the tourist shop, at least where I work. Get him out of line of sight here because I don't want to get caught.
Are they gone? Like if I look around the corner?
They are currently out of sight.
Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Look, I don't know what you were trying to do, but that's bad news. That's all bad news right there.
Yeah. It was bad news. I was trying to figure out what was going on. There's a hole in the station. Everybody in the shipping yard is dead.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Vented. Hole. Big old ship. They dragged it out. Big problem. Shields didn't even go up.
Force dice.
Had to call them.
Same one, black.
I apologize. I'm a little deceitful.
Your head hurts.
My head's been pounding all day. Hey, it's just not. I don't know. Something doesn't seem right. There's a big old scramble going on, just on the other side here, and my boss seemed to know a little bit about it, but it looks like they were fighting for parts, trying to steal some stuff.
Yeah. They did the same thing at the shipyard. Ship crashed into the station and they just started scooping up stuff. I just needed to find out what was going on. So I was tailing them.
I'm Narina. What's your name?
Marta.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen you around here before.
I pretty much hide out in the junk dealer's area. Pretty new to the station also. I don't think I'm being well received there.
You don't know. You took off at the first day of work, huh?
Yeah.
Man, it's been an exciting day.
Yeah.
Junkyard, right?
Okay, well, you guys decide what you're going to do from here. You are following this long line of Salonians with your friend Reggie. You approach well, first of all, as you're going down this street, you see on either side abandoned buildings. You can't really tell what they used to be. They're just dilapidated and not maintained at all. Except for the last building on the street where the street dead ends. It looks to be like the front of a bar, but it's had special modifications so that it's reinforced with steel, but it's still got the neon sign on it. It says bar.
Bar called bar.
Bar called bar.
Bar.
So it's a fortified cantina.
That's what you assume. All of these Salonians are filing into the door with all of their treasures. So you're following along. Are you following in line with them? Or are you following next to them?
Where's Reggie?
Reggie is right in front of you, directly in front of you.
Well, Reggie, this is his setup.
Okay. You follow right in line and into the building. Inside the building, you see the Salonians continue through the back of the building to something back there. You see a Droll, the hamster guy, or a hamster
I'm
person.
so glad you said that.
In a business suit with a tie, and
High class.
Business hamster.
Yeah, those business hamsters.
holding a cane and standing next to a desk.
Oh, dang.
Is he old?
You don't know if he's old because you haven't really seen this species a lot before. You can't tell if he's using the cane because he's old or if there's an injury. You can't decipher.
Or he's just high class.
Oh, it might just be high class. You're right. Reggie says, "This is the guy we need to talk to."
Very well. Are you going to make the introductions, or shall I introduce myself?
He likes people to introduce themselves. Go ahead. He motions to you and looks at the draw and.
Yeah. Good afternoon, good sir. My name is Brumby, and my associate Reggie here, who's had some dealings with you in the past, has told me that you may have an opportunity for us, and we are here in good faith to inquire about it.
You got a lot of spirit. I like that. Reggie, would you bring me a Boy Scout here? What's his deal?
We're fine. We're fine. This is Gus Tip. Gus Tip runs the business over here in Null Town. He's a junk dealer. He's the only other junk dealer in the station. There's a new guy just opened up, but Gus Tip here has most of the business.
When he said Boy Scout, was he referring to Brumby?
You.
Okay. Can I make a perception check to see if there would be anything clever in the room for me to throw my spear at to try to impress him?
Yes, you can make a roll like that. It is a fairly well lit room, so 2 difficulty.
Perception.
What's he throwing at?
Okay. Well, I'm not throwing it yet. I'm looking
He's
to see
looking
if
for
there's
something.
anything.
Oh, you're looking for something
You know,
fancy.
like, I don't know, an animal head on the wall or something.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Some totem.
Destroy a unique artifact.
Hey, that's worth some money.
2 difficulty. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh my God. 4 failures.
Oh my god.
It ends up being 3 failures, but it's still 3
You
failures.
do not see anything in the room.
Then I'll let the comment slide.
I'll let it go.
Probably wise. Probably.
I'll let that slide this time.
All right, here's what I need from you two. One of my teams is in a pickle right now. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight. We're trying to acquire some goods. These guys are keeping us from it. They've got my guys pinned down right now, not too far from here. If you take the speeder outside, go help them out. I'll be sure that you're well compensated. At this point, the last of the Salonians go through with the line ends anyway.
Very well. That's all I need to know. What do you say, Reggie?
Yeah, let's, you drive or am I?
I'll drive. We ride.
From me already.
Yes. Go ahead and give me a piloting planetary roll.
Right.
Brumby.
This character can actually do that.
Yay!
Meant to do that from the start.
Difficulty?
2.
Can you see that one there?
It's
It's
on its point.
yeah, it's standing,
It's standing on a point.
What?
You gotta go over and look.
Yeah.
It is standing on a point.
Nice.
I guess I'll just adjust this. A little bit. There we go. What do you know? It's 2 advantages.
Weird.
All right.
Hopefully there's some successes in there too.
Yep. 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. You are piloting at a moderate speed. You should be there shortly. You two. You duck back into the racing station. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
The tourist thing there. Okay. What are you doing from here?
Are you done crying?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm done. Gertrude just meant a lot to me.
Well, I'll tell you what. Going on to the other side is nothing but trouble. I can tell you that much. Not exactly the place I want to go, but I was willing to see what was going on because there are people I care about on
What
that
are
side.
they doing?
I don't know. More interestingly, if we can, I'll take them up to a point where we can see through the videos. I said, look at what's going on over here.
As you look, give me a perception roll. Just 2.
3 advantage, 1 failure, 1 disadvantage.
You see the skirmish going on.
The dice are pretty cold tonight.
Yeah, they are.
They're not.
And it's
liking
either
my
one way or the
behavior.
other. Either you get 5 failures or you get 5
5
successes.
successes. Yeah.
There's no middle ground. You do see the skirmish. You recognize that maybe the security forces have the upper hand, but there's not too many shots coming back the other way.
Yeah, it completely ruined the races today. Are the 50 that stuck around? Are they still there? Are they?
No, they've left.
Yeah.
As I look at the screen.
I don't know. There's just a weird feeling that they somehow are organized crime, helping to spread everything thin so that people won't notice that this is happening over here and that's happening over there.
It is odd that it's happening at the same time as this hull breach in the shipyard.
So that must have been what that shaking was earlier.
Absolutely. I heard it. I felt it all the way from the Chuck dealer's area. Went to go take it out. You know, actually, today is my grand opening of my shop. If you're ever interested, or if any of the drivers need repairs or, modifications to their ships, I'm open for business.
Oh, good to
It's
know.
Marduk's.
What do I call it?
Marduk's
something
scrap
and-
and sell.
scrap and
Scrap and salvage. Yeah,
Hey,
Marduk's.
maybe we can work out some kind of deal where, you get to discount tickets to the
Hey,
show.
now we're
and-
thinking.
I'm sure we could come up to some kind of partnership. This might be
I would
alright.
love to work on some new speeders. I get bored working on the same stuff all the time. Anyways,
Uh, so are we?
my gut is telling me that I should try to follow them and find out what's going on.
All right, let's go. There's a part of me that's a little worried about the people I know on the other side, so I get that.
So how are you going? You're going to follow the same path that they followed, or how? What do you? How are you?
Well, I think we may have lost them, though. Perhaps.
You're gonna have to do a streetwise check to see if you can pick up prints, or would it be streetwise or survivalist? Probably streetwise.
It's the same roll regardless
Oh,
for
okay.
me.
I would think it's streetwise because you're not like out in the woods or anything. You're in the middle of a thing.
I might be able to. Oh, you got a couple dice too.
With a 2 difficulty.
Okay.
So you can pick up the trail.
Yo, over here. I got 2 successes.
I got 3 success and an advantage.
Yeah.
You both well see the path that they have taken through the fence and through this mansion's backyard.
Okay.
Security cameras, fear of being spotted as we're going through here.
Actually,
Can I get remote access to them and turn them off?
With a destiny point, you can.
you know where all the cameras are at this house
Okay.
from your obligation.
Okay. So, follow me.
Okay. Okay.
You successfully navigate through the backyard without tripping any alarms and reach the other side, which comes just next to the Wile E. Coyote bar.
Interesting.
It appears that the trail doesn't go into the bar, but rather around the side.
Two trailer park girls go around the outside.
Well then, these trailer park girls are going around the outside. Around the outside. Around the outside.
Perception roll. I almost said Bartleby. That is not right.
Brumby.
Brumby!
Isn't Bartleby like a horse or something?
No, it's a Pokemon.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
No.
It's
you
one
are
of
not
my-
a Pokemon.
What have I done to give the impression of a Pokemon?
You say your name a lot.
My daughter. Yeah.
Brumby. Brumby. Brumby.
Makes sense.
I'm going to start doing that when I
Brumby.
roll. You say, how many difficulty?
It is going to be 2.
Brumby!
I love it.
All right. That gets canceled by that.
Actually,
I'm left with 1 success and 1 advantage.
You see 2 humanoid figures step out into the street in front of you.
In front of me driving the speeder.
Dude, I don't want to get hit by a fucking speed. I'm sorry.
My children are not
My children are not watching anymore.
Do they have weapons and are they pointing them at us?
It doesn't appear so.
Well, we'd better stop.
I was going to say, your choices are to stop, go around, or go through.
Or go
so,
through.
I look up. Deer and headlight.
Well,
You might
no.
have to push him aside. Seriously.
Every single time.
I guess it depends on
deer and headlights.
what Brumby's going to do. Is Brumby going to stop? Or
We're on a time sensitive mission here. I would likely take the go around option.
You're piloting planetary.
Piloting planetary, which is and difficulty.
I feel like if he's gonna hit anybody, he's gonna hit me.
All right. Brumby! Oh my goodness, that's bad. No, it's not. It's 2 success, 3 threat.
Oh, okay.
Beep beep. You successfully swerve around them. However, Reggie says you were supposed to make a right, and you didn't quite make the right turn. So you're gonna have to stop back up and. You didn't run into anything, but you came close because you swerved out of the way of the other 2 yahoos.
Well, you call it a Yahoo.
All right. Well,
It could be a Yahoo! I don't know.
what did the two individuals do anything when we went around them?
I don't think so.
So it doesn't look like they're trying to get a hold of us or anything. So, all right, back her up. We'll proceed.
You back up slightly and continue on your way. It is, he says, continue straight, and then there will be an opening to your left that will have to stop and get out and go through the opening. The speeder that nearly runs you over has pulled away.
All right, and as I take a second to hide somewhere and catch my breath, because I am startled.
Okay.
Start. Get some strain back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're taking a breath, go ahead and how much strain do you have gone?
2.
All right, you can recover those strain.
Yay! I don't know why we raised to 1. I need it anyways. Okay.
I don't know. Are you guys continuing on your way?
We can go now.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. Whew.
You continue on your way. You pull up to the opening in the darkened wall, which is on your left. It's a dark. You recognize it as the wall to Hollow Town, but you see a person-sized hole where he wants you to stop.
All right, we'll stop.
In order to go through the hole, you're gonna have to squeeze a little bit.
Can I look through the hole before I go through the hole?
Sure. As you look through the hole, you see just a few yards away, pretty close, a firefight going on. Give me a perception check as you're looking at this firefight or fire exchange.
I bet it's hamsters versus cats.
Yeah.
You said how many difficulty?
It would be 1.
Ooh. 3 success.
In the exchange, you recognize the one side being security forces, the other side being Salonians, that the same kind that you followed. These are obviously the ones you're meant to help. You see no bodies on the ground belonging to either party.
Seems strange that we drive all the way across town to help a firefight and there are no bodies? What do you think, Reggie?
We're just told to help them, so I guess we just go in and grab them and try not to get shot. I don't know. He's never had me do this kind of stuff before.
That sounds like a plan. Let's do it, Reg.
Okay. So you are well, let's do it this way.
Do you need my Wookiee token?
I will in just a second. Yeah. So the pile of cars are here.
Cars?
Vehicles, whatever was in the crash.
They made
the racing crash.
the pod racers.
There are some here, and some here. This is the wall that you are coming through.
The hole in the wall.
The hole in the wall, correct. So there was 6, I think. 6
You need
security
any of my
officers.
droids.
No. And then
I'll actually come up with better names for my droids.
I figured you would. There are 5 Salonians
Didn't
behind
know I was gonna be put on the
debris.
Beep, bop, and boop.
The 6 guards are firing at them.
So the ones closest to me are my protectorates. That's who I'm supposed to help.
Right. So your token is going to be right here. Reggie. It's right behind you.
What does Reggie have for offense?
He has a holdout blaster on his side.
Okay. He's got something.
He does have something. The Salonians aren't paying attention to you.
Does it look like there's one in charge?
No. At this point, they are no longer firing at the security detail. They're just watching. So you can't tell if one of them's in charge or not. No one's giving orders to anybody else.
It's not a good way to fight. Well, what is it? Hey, Salonians! Trying to get their attention.
Huh?
We're here to help. Who do we talk to?
Huh?
They probably speak a different language, don't they? And I have no way of translating.
I
gotta
All right, I'm gonna instead motion them to get out of here.
Okay. They look at each other back and forth, and then they nod to you. Give me one more perception check while you're in there being fired at.
Difficulty?
2.
Rumble! All right. Ooh, we kicked ass. 2 success, 2 advantage.
As a big game hunter and someone who's seen some fighting in your day, these security forces aren't shooting anywhere close to the Salonians. They are missing by a wide.
Like, are they shooting like overhead?
Yeah,
kind of thing.
and off to the sides, over this way, over that way, and over their head. Like, not just typical like stormtrooper inaccuracy. It's obvious that they're
Missing on purpose.
missing. Yes. The Salonians are.
Well, that's 2 fishy circumstances that have happened around this job. And I have no one I can ask about it. So we should just get them out of here and ask the man that gave us the job why they were purposely missing at them.
As they turn to leave, they have armfuls of scrap parts that they are carrying out. They as they pass by your speeder, they drop the parts in like your back seat, and then they run along the side of the road, back in the direction of the
Coyote.
Yeah. The security forces make no motion toward you or the escaping Salonians. You two have tracked the Salonian mob to a structure at the end of the road. Looks like a reinforced building. Big fluorescent sign out front. Neither of you have ever been to this part of the station before, so you have no idea what it would be. You see on both sides of the road, though, that there's dilapidated buildings, run down, broken down.
I don't see the sign that says bar.
There's probably a large stench of urine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good old ammonia smell.
anything that looks like it's recently been trafficked.
Especially if they're like cats. The ammonia spell is going to be powerful.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, what was your question?
The area that looks the most recently trafficked.
Right through the front door.
Okay.
I don't know about going in.
Any doors or any windows? Can we hear?
You do not see any windows. The only opening in the front is that door, which is propped open.
It's propped open. And if I look into it, what do I see?
You'd have to give me a perception check for that.
What difficulty, sir?
Two.
Well, no. I failed. I have one failure.
See if I can't get in a little closer, get a little look in.
Okay.
Difficulty 2?
2, yeah.
Just 3. So I have 2 successes and a threat.
That's good.
Yeah.
You catch a glimpse of a droll at a desk inside. It appears to be writing something. Wearing a suit and tie. He's got a cane next to him leaning against the desk. He appears to be doing some sort of paperwork.
Is there a lot of other entities in there?
You don't see anything else in there.
Perhaps we can hide out in one of these abandoned buildings nearby and observe them for a bit.
Does it look like there's a position that might be good for surveilling?
Give me a perception on that. 2 difficulty.
No! 2 failures and 4 advantages.
You find a building that you think will give you a good advantage from the second floor.
Alright, let's go, because I don't want to go in. Yeah.
Roll force dice.
1 black.
You follow him in.
I'm going to lead you to your doom.
Statistically, you should have gotten the lights on by now.
I've
Following
had-
Deveronians will lead you to your doom.
I've
No.
had a really bad headache all day. It's not going away. Just pounding. It's making my eyes hurt.
Just inside the dilapidated doorway, you see stairs going up to the second floor.
I'll walk right on up.
Okie dokie.
You're not checking for tripwires or anything.
I'm not observant. It's part of my character.
Who's going up first?
Me!
Yeah, and I'm following behind.
Okay.
Marduk!
I'm gonna give you one more force die roll.
2 white.
Your friend in front of you is in danger. Imminent danger.
I yank your collar and I pull you back.
Give me a brawl roll.
Brawn.
Brawn. It'll
Brawn.
be brawn because you're not hitting your.
Straight brawn.
Yeah.
I offer no resistance.
You're a.
Difficulty of.
I would say.
I'm smaller for a Deveronian, by the way.
I would say 2 purple and a red.
Yikes.
Because you're still on the stairs.
Okay. Yikes. Yeah. 4 failures. And 2 advantages.
You managed to push him into danger.
I'm thinking I fall down the steps.
No, actually, the stairs give way. You both fall straight down into the basement, taking. You were first, but you were pulled backwards, so you're going to take 2. you're going to take 3 points of damage.
Oh wow.
What are there Tunji sticks at the bottom of the base?
Broken debris and falling through a staircase.
That's not gonna feel good.
No.
Oh, sorry, Susie. I'll put my foot on her snout.
You are unconscious.
Okay.
Yikes.
You are not. You are awake.
I hit my head.
Brumby.
The bold.
Brumby the bold. And the beautiful.
Oh, the beautiful.
That's a soap opera reference, folks.
These are the days of our lives.
You are
Returning to base.
returning to base.
We're going to the general hospital.
Do you... you guys going into that building was a little young and reckless. It would be reckless. It was restless. Sorry, I tried too hard on that one. I tried too hard. I need to take a point of string because I tried too hard. Are you driving next to the jogging Salonians, or are you going to drive past them, or are you going to follow them? Because they're obviously in front of you.
Well, our orders were to help them, so we're going to keep pace with them.
Okay. Okay. You do that all the way back to the building where you're going.
No sign of pursuit by security forces?
Negative.
Are we back at the Coyote?
Well, no. Remember, the Coyote is where you had to drink at first.
Oh,
You're back at the bar where Gustav gave you the
reinforced bar.
reinforced bar. Yes.
Is there a name to this bar?
Rebar.
Rebar!
Nice.
It's reinforced metal.
Yes!
We'll make it that.
Rebar.
Rebar. I'm even gonna make a note of that. That's great.
That's awesome.
Rebar. That's I enjoy that. Yeah. You go back in.
Yeah, once the Salonians.
They filed in. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna go and try to collect our.
They came and got the stuff out of the car or out of the speeder and took it inside through the back door like the other ones did. Gustav is at the desk writing something. I assume you were successful.
Yes, indeed.
Good. Okay. Here's your payment. He throws 250 credits on the table. You can split that between the two of you. Are you looking for more work, or are you done for the day?
Well, for a small tip, I have an interesting point of information I observed from the firefight we rescued those Salonians from.
You want me to pay you more to get information that you should be telling me anyway?
Information wasn't part of the deal, stating them was.
Okay. Pulls another 25 credits out and throws it on the table. What you got?
Well, unlike any firefight I've been a part of before, the security forces were purposely missing everyone, firing above and around them, and they chose to not give any kind of pursuit after we left. It all seemed very strange that we could be issued a job, go out there, and in that time there are no casualties on either side. It almost seems staged.
He looks at Reggie. Reggie, are we gonna have a problem here?
No, Gustav. No, I just didn't explain everything to him. Not a problem. No problem.
Are you sure? As he kind of reaches for his cane a little bit. Yeah. I'll explain everything to him. No problem at all. He motions to you. Well, let's go in the back here, just real quick.
Fair enough, Reggie.
Reggie pulls you into the back room. Look, no. We don't question anything that the security forces do, or anything like that. We just do what we're told. We don't question anything.
Perhaps sharing that with me before we started our business.
I didn't think you would say anything about it. I didn't think you noticed it. It's just
Well,
something.
I'm not blind, Reg.
Well, it's something that happens to. It's just kind of how it works around here.
Well, fair enough. I'm not here to ruffle feathers or get mob bosses angry at me. Let's proceed and act like this didn't happen and we won't do it again.
Okay, good. As you are in the back area, you see a massive mound of parts. Some are being gone through. You see Salonians looking over the parts and putting them into this pile or that pile. Some of them are being loaded into a large, like van type speeder, something that can haul a lot of cargo. And some of them they're just tossing off to the side. Apparently, they're not wanting those. Very in tune with each other. They're working like a unit. There's no one like stumbling around or slacking off. They're very meticulous to what they're doing.
In the moving about of these parts.
Right. So, are you going back into Gus Tip for more work, or are you going?
Yes.
What are you doing? Okay. You wake up over there.
Okay.
And you are both in what appears to be in a basement with broken, rotted wood all around you.
Things falling.
Things falling all around you.
The basement's literally falling apart while he's describing this basement that's falling apart.
Jay, you using your force powers again.
Well, you gotta do it to make it look real.
Even the basement role plays here.
Yes.
That's how good we are.
That hurt. What happened?
Yeah, well, probably wasn't the best choice to come into this building. You whole?
I'm bleeding.
You are not currently bleeding.
Okay.
That's why you woke up.
I think I'm okay.
Can you stand?
I believe so.
Give me a brawn.
No, you cannot.
Me or him?
Him.
Me. Brawn, what's the difficulty?
2.
Nope.
How much? How many points have you taken opposed to your max?
I've only taken 3 damage.
Okay, how many?
I'm at 9 or 4 damage. I'm at 9 out of 13. So I've lost like a quarter of my hit points.
Okay. It takes you a couple extra steps. You eventually get to your feet.
Okay.
What now?
Oh, start looking around, see if there's a way out of here.
Okay. Perception. It's gonna be a 2. It's gonna be a 3 roll for you and a 2 roll for you.
Oh, nice.
Because of the low lightness.
3 for me.
Yeah.
I click on a couple of lights.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Those 4 successes and 2 threats.
And all I was left with was advantages. So that's literally all I did was turn on a bunch of lights so she could see.
Nice. When you fell through both sets of stairs. So there is no way out currently that you're walking through. No doors on the bottom. The windows, you can't tell if there are any windows. It appears that the only way out is through the hole that you made, which is about 10 feet in the air.
I got a grappling hook. It's in here. It's like written down.
Of course you do.
I do. And it's written down.
Of course you do.
I do.
Just like you had an environmental suit. Son of a bitch.
Yes, I got a grappling hook. I'm still gonna look around.
Can't get upset at the gadget guy for having gadgets.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. I know.
I'm still gonna look around the bottom and see if there's anything of interest down here.
Well, I'm crashing.
Well,
Why not?
This place is all about old technology. There could be something down here.
Well, okay. I guess so, because the last perception check was for ways out. So yeah, you can make another roll to see if there's anything on the ground.
And then a difficulty?
I would say...
He's got lots of lights.
Anything stackable is what I'm looking for.
Two is fine.
Okay. I'm left with 2 advantage.
Looking at the debris, is there anything that's stackable? Anything,
Here, let me just go ahead. You mean like totes?
I mean, like pile of rocks, whatever. You know, a ladder.
I send my grappling hook with my... I even have it as... This is my
A
grappling hook.
jetpack.
He's got rope attached.
I got
to
a rope
That's
to it.
awesome.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So that will be probably a brawl check?
Not range light.
It might be, yeah, I guess so. Range
Or
light.
skullduggery. Yeah.
What do you want?
Let's do range light.
Okay.
Because you're throwing something through a hole. So it'd just be like a bow and arrow because you're firing something.
Mm-hmm.
I would say get it up and hooked into something. I would say 3 difficulty.
Okay.
You got it, Marduk.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I'm left with an advantage. It started out as a good roll. I saw a lot of successes, and then it just kind of
Canceled, canceled.
It's like cancel.
You throw the grappling hook up and it comes back down.
You know, it sometimes takes a couple tries. It sometimes takes a couple tries.
Eventually, he's gonna like hook it onto something and it's gonna break while he's
That's kind of what I was thinking.
No.
You
want to try?
It would probably happen if he would tell me what the roll was. It would probably.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure. I could.
No, it's always been just like nothing or like passing with advantage.
Do you want me to?
I rolled 3 times and didn't succeed.
Do you want me to give it a try?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'll give you my grappling hook. Can you do?
It's a
Range light?
light.
Yeah. Is that something you're good at?
Well, I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? Difficulty 3.
Yes.
That's tough.
I even have like a good decent roll on it. I'm doing terrible.
So these 2 cancel. I am left with a success and a threat.
Okay. You throw it up there and it clinks into something. And you tug on the rope and it feels secure.
All right.
Who's going up first?
Me, since I threw it.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll be a brawn check because you got to lift yourself up.
Okay.
I would say you're not an overly heavy person, so probably just 2. That's fine.
Just pure brawn.
And
athletics. Or...
you know
probably
what?
would be an
Athletics check. Yeah. Do an athletics check with a red die, please.
Oof. Which I don't have athletics, so. Alright. No, absolutely not. I am left with 3 failures.
As you pull yourself up once, twice, you slip and fall back down to the ground. It just makes your head hurt more.
Can I try like pushing up? Here, I'll
assist?
give you a lift. I put the hands like this.
Give me an assist.
Let you get your foot in the handhold
Gotta give a
and
boost.
give the boost.
So you're going to do a brawn then, because you're going to be lifting her. You're going to be doing an athletics check, because you're going to be jumping up to grab the ceiling.
Okay. And difficulty.
2 for both of you.
And she can use the rope to kind of help herself up. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Add a blue die to that roll.
And then what's the purple? 2? Okay.
I did nothing.
3
Wash.
success and 3 success and 2 threat.
Okay.
I've won of everything.
Okay. So you made your roll. He did not make his roll. All right, give me a force die, please.
1 black.
Very well.
Very well.
Very well. As you reach up with the rope in one hand, reaching up with your hand with the other, your head is splitting and it feels so very painful. And then all of a sudden there's a moment of clarity where the pain stops. You are now suddenly on the top floor. You are pushed down to the ground and you take 3 strain.
Oh, snap.
I think she just force jumped off my face.
When you get up there, you are feeling angry and spiteful, and it's all his fault that you're even down there. You're not really wanting to help him out.
Is he conscious?
He's conscious, yeah.
Ow. Alright.
Yeah, thanks for nothing, ass wipe.
What? What did I do? I'm gonna try and start climbing up the rope.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check as we.
What was the difficulty?
It was a 2 with a red die.
Oh, yay. Does that replace one of the purple die, or is it
Oh,
just
no.
in it? Okay. Oh, I'm so glad that's not a despair.
But I didn't make it up. I have a failure.
Just a failure.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you weren't feeling that time. It wasn't working for you.
Okay.
Is she hanging out at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, your headache is starting to come back, and your negative feelings are starting to subside.
I'm going to.
Looking around where I'm at, is there anything I can use to help pull him up?
Well, yeah, you can do that.
I'm just looking around.
I'm going to take my tool and I'm going to fashion it into a motor that will pull me up the rope.
Okay. What kind of roll you need for that?
Is that creating?
I'm using the jury rig ability here. Choose one weapon, armor, or other item and give it a permanent improvement
while it remains in use.
Okay.
So I'm basically gonna burn out this motor to drag myself out.
Okay. So you jerry rig a
winch.
A winch.
Yeah, that's what the word I'm looking.
like a gas powered winch that's going to propel you up, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Okay. That's a pretty advanced one. Do you need a roll to fashion it, or can you just do it?
I would imagine that I would probably have to take it and make a mechanics check.
Okay. I didn't know if
do
you said
that.
on there what to do. Yeah.
No, it's to do an improvement, and usually I think to do an improvement you have to do a mechanics check.
Okay. Oh, the improvement. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and do a mechanics check with a 3 difficulty. Because I don't. Do you have the parts or not? I guess we're going to find out what you have in your coat.
I got lots of parts on me.
That's a lot of dice.
Those mechanics for them.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I am left with. So that knocks that out. And that knocks that out. 4 successes and an advantage.
You successfully create said winch.
Yes!
And propel yourself up to.
You got out of the basement!
And you land successfully on the ground.
I'll drop down on you and do a big ta-da! as I hold up my new winch.
You couldn't have done that before?
I didn't think about it until now.
So I would put in your inventory automatic winch.
Nope, because it's
Oh, it
only while
breaks.
it's in use.
It just while it's in use. So you still have the parts. You just it doesn't.
It doesn't work right now.
Doesn't work
I
right
would
now.
have to refashion
You'd
it.
have to re-roll it. Okay.
I made an extreme modification to my tools.
What I would do if I were you is on like a separate piece of paper, write down the things that you make.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because
that's a great idea.
you would probably have an advantage if you were to try to make it again.
Okay. So winch is item number 1.
And that you guys are on the first floor and out of danger. And I think that's gonna be our time for today.
That's going to do it for us this evening. All right. Thanks so much for being here with us, ladies and gentlemen, for this very exciting episode, our first episode of Chapter 3. And I love our new characters already.
I know, I'm digging them.
So join us next week at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. And we will be back for episode 2 of this very exciting chapter. So say goodbye, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye.